No marketing tactic or funnel is going to help you attract high paying clients if you're missing this one thing. Let me tell you what it is. Hey guys, what's going on? Yuri Elkaim here, founder and CEO of Healthpreneur. And in this video, I want to share with you the secret to finding and really attracting high-paying clients, and specifically if you're a health business owner. Okay, so if you're not in the health coaching or the health industry, this will still apply to you, but this is specifically for you if you're a health coach or health practitioner who's looking to get more high-paying clients into your online coaching business. Because here's the problem is that if you don't have this dialed in, what happens is you end up attracting a lot of what we'll call tire kickers, right? A lot of people who say they're interested, but then they talk about, I don't have the money, I need to think about it, talk to my spouse, think on it for a couple of weeks. All of these different stalls because they're not your perfect client. And it's very frustrating to speak with people who either don't see the value in what you have to offer for them, or they don't seem to want it badly enough to want to work with you. You don't want to waste your time with people like that. It's very draining. It crushes your confidence, and that's not ideal. On the flip side, I'm going to share 3 principles with you, all wrapped into this one secret in this video, that as you apply them into your business and your life, are going to make a huge difference in terms of you. It's almost like magic. You're going to start attracting clients into your life who you're like, man, that's the perfect clients I want to be working with. And it's a hell of a lot more fun to run a business with awesome clients. Wouldn't you agree? Especially those who pay you top dollar for your amazing, amazing knowledge and magic and ability to help transform your lives. So let's talk about these 3 principles, okay? So number 1, the first thing you have to understand is that like attracts like. So you need to become the client you want to attract. Okay, so become the client you want to attract. So what does that look like? What does that mean? Think of it this way. I see a lot of teenage girls hanging out together. Not that I'm into teenage girls, but when you see them hanging out together, there's one thing that's very interesting about them, is they all dress the same. It doesn't happen among guys as much, but girls especially. You see a group of 3, 4, 5, however many girls, they're all dressed the same, because they all want to fit in, right? And part of that means that people or girls who don't dress or look like them are less likely to be attracted or approved into that little clique. So I'm sharing this with you because life is like a boomerang, right? And what you put out is going to come right back to you. Like attracts like. So you need to ask the question, not so much like, what do I have to do to get the perfect clients who are going to pay me top dollar? It's, who do I have to become in order to attract these clients? And I mean, like a lot of people talk about like how you dress and all the like the superficial stuff. Yeah, that can help. I mean, look at me, I'm wearing a hoodie. Now, is that the best outward representation of the type of clients I want to attract? Maybe not, but I know that I'm way more than how I look in terms of how I dress. I don't need to wear suits and ties. That's not me. That's not my jam. Right? I have a good amount of wealth. I don't need to pretend by wearing stuff like that. Okay? I'm assuming that my wisdom and my expertise will come through in my teachings and my client results, where I don't need to be judged based on what I'm wearing or what I'm not wearing. But some people decide to dress a certain way, which is going to be more applicable to their audience. That's totally fine. So first thing is you need to think about, am I the type of client that I want to attract? Second way to think about this is, if you want people to pay you top dollar for your help, are you paying top dollar to someone else for them to help you? Just think about that for a second. I see this so often. Yeah, like I want more high paying clients in my coaching business. Great. Do you have a coach? No, I don't have a coach. Do you see the inherent flaw in that argument? Like, it's not even an argument, it's just a statement. If you are not paying a coach money to coach you, how can you possibly expect other people to pay you money? It's incongruent. And if you are incongruent, you are out of resonance with what you want. This is all about resonance. People talk about like that person really resonates with me. What does that mean? It means there's something about that, like let's just say you, as a coach, you're resonating at a specific frequency that is going to attract other people to you. And there's a lot of aspects to this, right? There's how you show up in terms of your charisma, your delivery, your expertise, right? Some people are going to be pushed away by that. Other people are going to be attracted to that. And I think the best advice I can give you is that if you are you, you will attract the right people to you. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to be you version 1.0, because you should always be getting better. And if you want to attract better clients to you, then you must be getting better. Because if you're not growing, then you're going to be going in the wrong direction. If you're not getting the clients you want, think about it this way. Don't blame stuff outside of you. Look inside of you. It's nothing about them. It's all about you. If you're not getting the clients you want, then look in the mirror and ask yourself, how am I showing up? Who do I need to become? How do I need to grow? Because that's the solution. It has nothing to do with the external stuff. You can do all the marketing, all the funnels, all the tactics you want, but you're always going to, again, for the most part, attract the same types of people into your life. It's like the person who gets into a relationship, one relationship after another, and it's the same situation every single time. Oh, here's more drama, another dramatic relationship, or you're in a relationship, person cheats on you. You go to the next relationship, another person cheats on you. What's the common theme? You. And this is a very hard pill for most humans to swallow, is that you are responsible for your results every single time. It has nothing to do with anything outside of you. The world is a projection of what's happening up here and how you feel about yourself. In order for the external to change, you need to change internally. Done. That's the secret, okay? That is the single secret to attracting better clients, high-paying clients into your coaching business. Okay, so the second principle I want to share with you, which ties into this, is this. You have to know your worth, otherwise no one else will. Let me repeat that. You need to know your worth, otherwise no one else will. If you're a health expert, you have to just take inventory of what you've done. You spent years in school, you probably have a lot of experience helping people, and God forbid, the results you're able to create for people, to help someone lose 20 pounds, to save their life, to transform their health. How can you possibly discount that? It is the single most important thing in life. You can have the best relationship, cool, but if you're dead, it doesn't matter. You can have the most money in the bank, but if you die at 40, none of it matters. Most people understand that health is the number one thing in life. And we talk about happiness, all that great stuff. Yeah, that's, I would say, secondary to great health. If you are unhealthy, it's very hard to be happy sustainably. Okay? Never discount that. Never, ever discount that. You could be charging $10,000 to help somebody lose weight, and you'll still be undercharging. I hope you understand this, okay? Let me repeat that. You could be charging $10,000 for a 3-month coaching program to help someone lose weight, and you will still be undercharging. Why would I say that? Because just think of what helping someone lose 20 pounds in this case can do for their life. Think of what it does for their confidence, for their relationships, how they show up at work, how they show up in life, the way they see themselves and feel about themselves every single day. And if someone doesn't see the value in that, then there's 2 things going on here. Number one, you have to develop the skill of being able to have a conversation to help and coach someone to see that. And second, maybe you're talking to the wrong person in the first place. If someone's going to drop $3,000 on a flat screen TV, but they tell you that your $3,000 coaching program is too expensive, that's just a clarification of values. That's all that is. But don't be a martyr, okay? Do not be a martyr if you're a health practitioner or coach. No, you don't have to help everyone. You never will help everyone. And you shouldn't offer free help, because when people don't pay, they don't pay attention. And if you want high-paying clients, don't offer free stuff, right? Do not put yourself in a position where you're saying, well, I'll do some pro bono. Don't do that. It's ridiculous. Unless you get to a point where you've taken care of yourself, you've filled up your cup, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to give back in other ways now, okay? But do not think you have to discount your prices because some people can't afford you. Who cares? The big realization that I've had, which took me a very long time, and it's sad, okay, is that the people who need it the most often want it the least. Just rewind and let that sink in for a second. I was speaking with a client this morning. He's, his Facebook ads were not doing what he wanted them to do. And I asked, like, who's the audience you're targeting with this weight loss offer? And he said, doctors. I was like, really? Why would you target doctors for weight loss? Like, I didn't think that was your program. And he said, because I walk around the hospital and I see all of these doctors are overweight and I know they need my program. And I said, hold your horses there, my friend. Thinking they need your program and then them telling you they want your program is a very, very different ballgame. Give people what they want. Sell them what they want, I should say. Give them what they need. Do not be a martyr. People who pay nothing don't pay attention. The more people pay, the more they pay attention. If you're in business because you want to help people, no one's getting helped by your free stuff, right? Maybe they're inspired for a short second, but no one's showing up. You know this. You know this. If you're undercharging, your people are not committed. And if you're charging what you're worth, you're going to get much better clients who are more committed. You're going to be more committed. Everyone's going to win. They get better results. It's good for you. It's good for them. That's why you're in business, okay? So that's the second thing is know your worth. Otherwise, no one else will. If you can stand in your power and command premium pricing and say this, if you're going to work with me, like if you want to work with me, Yuri Elkaim, it's not inexpensive, but it's also the cheapest investment you'll ever make because I produce results and I'm the best at what I do. And I have no problem telling anyone to their face that because I've been in this game for a very long time and I'm better than most. Now, that sounds very arrogant and cocky. Maybe. I consider that to be massive confidence. And that's something you have to have. If you don't have confidence, you're never going to sell anyone on your services. Okay? End of story. Third principle here when it comes to attracting high-paying clients is the objection you have internally. We kind of touched on this a bit earlier. The objection you have internally will be mirrored back to you. So here's what I mean by this. The most important person you need to sell is you. The most important person you need to sell is yourself. I was speaking with a client this morning, and she had just raised her prices for I think it was a 6-month coaching program to help people lose weight. It was $1,500. She moved it to $3,000. Okay, she did that a couple weeks ago. She initially signed some people up at the newer, higher price points, no issues, and all of a sudden she had 4 conversations where everyone said no. And so now she's starting to think about, is it too expensive? Blah, blah, blah. Listen, people are going to say it's too expensive at $300, $3,000, $3 million. It doesn't matter. And there will always be people at those price points who say, yeah, let's do this. Okay? It does not matter what the price is. The most important thing, and this is what I told her, is that you need to be 100% sold on your thing, no matter the price point. So if at $3,000 you feel resistance there, don't sell it at $3,000 because it's not going to work. So here's the exercise I gave to my clients this morning on our call. And this is something I'm going to leave with you, is think about your current pricing. Okay, so let's just say that you're currently charging $3,000 for a 3-month coaching program. What I want you to do is the following. I want you to add 50% to that. All right, and I want you to write this down, okay? So $3,000, or let's say 3 payments of $1,000, whatever the payment plans are. And I want you to add 50% to that. So now it's $4,500 full pay, or 3 times $1,500. As you write this down, I want you to think about, who cares about the price, okay? I don't care about the numbers. What you want to pay attention to is what is happening up here. Notice the internal dialogue. If you're starting to say things like, oh, there's no way people would pay that. That's too much. I wouldn't pay that. There's people are going to say no. If you notice that, write it down. I'm serious. Like, journal this out. Because if you're dealing with that resistance internally, I promise you it's going to show up right in your face on your calls. 100% every single time. Because if you do not enter a conversation with someone knowing full well that $4,500 is the cheapest investment they're ever going to make, they're not going to feel the same. So do that exercise, and I'd actually do it regularly, like once a quarter, because you should increase your prices over time. You should get better. You should be more confident in what you do. Your clients will get better results. Your coaching will get better. All of this should be reflected in your pricing over time. So every quarter, do that exercise. Whatever your pricing is, add 50% just as a thinking exercise. And as you're doing it, as you're writing it out, are you dealing with internal resistance? If you are, you can't sell it at that price because you're not fully sold. Take it down a couple notches. All right, I feel good here. Boom. I'm fully sold at this price. I'm going to command this, and then in time I'll increase it. Okay, I promise you do that. Watch what happens. Okay, so the lesson here is you and what's happening inside of you determines the type of people that come to you. You are a radio frequency emitting tower. The frequency you're putting out is exactly which is going to come back to you. You're a boomerang. If you don't like what's coming in, you got to go within. Don't start blaming everything else. Don't start pointing fingers. That coach sucked. This program didn't work. You didn't work. Let's be honest. Okay? You didn't work. I didn't work. We all didn't work. It's always our fault. It's always our responsibility. The sooner you take responsibility for your life, the sooner you will be a grown-up. And I say that because it is shocking how many grown-ups have not understood that basic principle. And they're pointing fingers at other people, blaming them for their results and their circumstances. And that is exactly why they're dealing with those circumstances in the first place. So if you want better external results, you got to go internal. Deal with it and things will get better. Now, if you want more of the strategic and tactical stuff, you're like, okay, Yuri, I got all that stuff dialed in. Maybe not. Anyways, let's just assume that you do. If you want to know exactly how to bring clients in strategically and tactically, and you want the actual business model of what that looks like, then click the link in the description below. Watch our Perfect Client Pipeline Masterclass. I'm going to show you exactly what we do in our business. I'm going to show you exactly what all of our clients do and how it's helped them generate more than $100 million in their businesses in the health space. If you want to build online, okay? If you're looking to grow a virtual practice, online coaching business, watch the training now. I'm going to show you our 4-step Perfect Client Pipeline to bring ready to buy perfect clients into your business like clockwork without you spending all day on social media and creating content no one sees. Go ahead, click the link below, watch it now. In the meantime, if you've enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate your time and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.